Hey everyone, this is me, George and Pesses. Welcome to another video. So today we're going to talk about how to get people to actually open your emails and then buy. And honestly, this is all about a system, building a system that consistently works. And think of email marketing like your 80/20 of your digital product business. It's the number one system that will bring in most of the net profit, revenue, profit, call it whatever you want. Basically, this is the money maker, the money machine. And what I'm trying to do today is to give you the right systems in order for you to implement them and get results, get the right outputs in order to maybe iterate them, maybe make them better. But this is the right systems. When you think about it, what makes you different from someone who is successful in your niche or in your industry? It's the systems, right? It all comes down to having the right proven systems that basically are proven to deliver consistent results over and over again. And of course, you're going to tell me that environment plays a big role, right? When you craft those systems. If you haven't like read the thinking in systems, basically feedback loops are what will separate you from your competitors and make you the best one. And basically, yeah, again, to give you everything in a big point, I'm giving you the systems here. And let's say that writing emails isn't really like rocket science. It all comes down to having the right systems, as I mentioned before. You can write the best email in the world, but if no one actually opens it, it doesn't really matter. It's not like the best email in the world because nobody has actually heard it or read it. And if they don't open it, you don't click. If they don't click, then you're leaving money on the table. Simple as that. So our priority is to get people to open your emails, get them to read the copy, and then get them to click the button to take them to the next step. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to get people to open, read, and buy from your emails using proven strategies like killer subject lines, storytelling, and natural call to actions. And before we actually get into the days, if you're a course creator, if you're a digital product seller, or if you're someone who is just selling digital online info and you're just sick and tired of not getting enough revenue, you think that you can actually get more, but you don't know how to get there, you can actually click the link down in the description and get to my page or get to my system. It's basically a system called Profit Flow System, and it specializes around in marketing, around funnel optimization. And honestly, I think it's a killer. Go check it out. I think you will like it. And if you don't, honestly, yeah, I'm sorry for suggesting it. But let's get into the video. So the problem here is that most emails never get opened. And this is a big why, right? What's the why behind here? And it's basically because the subject line is boring, it's vague, and it looks like spam, a generic spam, right? And honestly, if you open your email, like just open your email right now, you will receive a bunch of emails, right? You will receive a bunch of emails from people you have subscribed to, or maybe like some offers from some brands, right? And if you carefully read the subject lines, you will realize that they kind of all look the same. They all try to pitch you or try to get you to open this. They try to make you realize that you're missing out on something, that there is something big going on, or like, and it goes all back and forth, honestly. And honestly, the content doesn't feel relevant to the reader. This is the next one. And the call to actions feels too pushy or even unclear sometimes. This is a big, big red flag when you write emails. Call to actions are very important because they show the prospect what needs to be done next. And the truth is that your email is one of the most valuable assets that you have. Let's be honest here, right? But if you're not getting opens and clicks, you're just wasting its potential and it just becomes a depreciating asset. Honestly, I don't know how to call it, but yeah, it's honestly very sad to see people ignoring their email list. And there's a lot of creators out there that are doing this. And the good news is that a few small tweaks can actually completely transform your whole results, like your whole email list. And let's start with the first one, which is, of course, writing good subject lines that actually demand attention. And honestly, your subject line is the gateway to your email. If it doesn't grab attention, nothing else matters because people are not going to open it, people are not going to read what you have, people are not going to get interested, and basically, this whole feedback loop opens and you will never make any money. And you're just going to be depressed, you're just going to say, email marketing is not working. Everything else it's not working. All of those people are lying. And you will basically, each time that you try to do promotion or each time that you're trying to get sales, you will get no results and you will basically reinforce this limiting belief that you have. or even an objection. And so, if you don't try new stuff out, then you will never learn and you will never experience the true results that people are experiencing in your place, in your industry, or in your niche. And so, let's get straight to the tips for writing great subject lines. So, first one is to be specific. Instead of grow your business, say something like three strategies to double your revenue in 30 days. You don't have to go too much into it, right? Just keep it straight, keep it simple, but of course, be specific. Specificity is a very big one when it comes to writing subject lines. The next one is, of course, it goes really well with being specific, and it's, of course, to create curiosity. So you have to use open loops, like you're probably making this big mistake in your emails, which, of course, exploits curiosity, right? Which is one of our biggest cognitive biases. And the last one is personalization, which, is a very basic one, overused, but it is actually something that moves the needle a lot. And so other name or reference something specific. John, here's your 7-day growth plan. It's something very small. It is very generic, right? Where everybody uses it, but it is something that changes everything, right? It does move the needle. You like reading your name, right? Even if you know it's like automated and stuff, you still do like that doing that. You still like seeing people do that. So the next one is to use storytelling to hook readers. If you haven't read Russell Brunson, he's all about storytelling. Like this is how he built his empire, his ClickFunnels empire. He was all about using stories in order to change those beliefs that his customers had in order to make them buy. So once they actually open the email, the first line they will see, or the first line needs to draw them in. It's basically like a hook. The best way to get that it's basically to tell a story. And here's a formula. Like it's very simple again, to not overcomplicate stuff, just try to use what's proven without complicating it. Start with a relatable pain point or struggle, transition into how you or someone else solve this problem, and then naturally introduce your offer as a part of the solution. This can be done in one email, or it can be in a multiple sequence of done in a multiple sequence of emails. Like for example, the soap opera sequence, amazing one. I suggest you go and check it out that video. You will realize how strong email marketing truly is. So an example here could be, again, this is a one email. A few years ago, I launched my first course and it flopped. I put months into creating it, but then I sent out my first email and nothing happened. Then I discovered the power of storytelling in emails and everything changed. That's why I created your product name here to help courses or creators like you avoid the same mistakes I did. And it works because stories are very engaging, right? This is the whole point. This is why you watch Netflix, this is why you read articles, you buy books. Not all of books are like science fiction or something like that. Like they actually have stories which are engaging, relatable, and emotionally compelling. So the next one is how to craft call to actions that feel like invitations and not demands. So most call to actions fail because they feel pushy. Instead, make your call to action feel like a natural next step in the process. And here's how to write better call to actions. So first one is to use inviting language, like instead of buy now, try to go for something less friction, that has less friction but still gets the point across. For example, here's a link to this product if you're interested. Next one is to create urgency with honesty. Be honest, and when you say something, you need to actually mean it, right? To not like use fake scarcity and urgency. A lot of people can smell it from miles away, honestly, today, and it's just going to ruin your reputation, right? Or something like that. And so basically, you can go for this one, very simple. This offer ends Friday, grab it before it's gone. And the last one is to position it as a benefit, not a feature. And you can go for something like that, start growing your revenue today. Click here to learn more, right? This is all about benefits. And no, I'm not trying to get you to click my link in the description. I just wanted to get some examples. And so a tip here is to place your call to action in multiple spots in the email. Don't rely on readers to scroll all the way to the end, which is a huge one. And again, you don't want to make your emails like 12 pages long, but if you're going for a longer style of emails, then yeah, you need to have a bunch of call to actions. It is very logical, right? And the last one is to segment your audience for relevance. So a lot of people do this one big mistake, which is they send one size fits all emails that don't really work anymore. You need to segment, you need to learn how to segment your list to make your emails hyper relevant to each group. And how do you do that, right? How do you segment your list? So you can segment your list by behavior. So why did they click on or buy in the past. For example, a lead magnet. What lead magnet did they sign up for? Was it the free AI tools or the free template for shopping? I don't know. Basically have some behavior, right? By demographics. So are you beginners or advanced? You can do that through some common questions, right? Before they sign up for a lead magnet, you can have a small uh, question, right? Just ask them, are they beginners or advanced? I actually have seen people do that and it actually works really good. And by interest, so what topics or problems are they interested in? This goes back to the magnet that they signed up from. And this works because people are far more likely to open and act on emails that feel tailored made for them. Think about it. What email would you open? Like yourself. An email that talks about a topic that you don't even like or a topic that you signed up for and you actually want to receive and learn more about. And so write better subject lines, this is a small recap, sorry, I forgot to say it. And so, write better subject lines, basically make them more specific, curious, and personalized. Use storytelling, start with a relatable problem, and introduce your offer naturally in the process. Craft conversational call to actions, so invite readers to take action instead of pressuring them to get to the next step, and segment your audience. Send the right message to the right people, and you will get the right revenue. Hopefully that makes sense. And so if you want more stories like this, visit my website in the description. It's called the Profit Flow System. It's basically a proven framework to help you maximize the revenue from your email list and your funnels, and by doing email marketing and funnel optimization without needing more traffic or followers. And so click it now and start turning your emails into like a printing machine. So thank you so much for watching. Catch you in the next one.